Hello everyone and welcome to Siska Stitches and Designs. If you're an old subscriber, I say welcome back, and if you're a new viewer, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I line the basic bodice with lining and how I achieve a perfect neckline as well. So what I do is, after cutting out my bodice with my main fabric, I use that as a pattern to cut out my lining to the exact same measurement. It's very important. This helps with you not having any excesses or deficits after you're done sewing. So I have done that for both the back bodice and the front bodice, but I'm going to be showing you how I sew a perfect neckline and how I line my bodice using the front portion of that bodice. So right here I have sewn my dart from the widest part to the apex. Now the lining doesn't have, this particular lining I'm using doesn't have a front, neither does it have a back side, that's right or wrong side, it doesn't have that. So sewing my dart has helped me determine where the front is and where the back is. So what I do is place my lining on my fabric with the right side touching. That is the portion where my dart seam is very neat, on the right side, and I'm going to be sewing my neckline with an allowance of 0.25 inches. You can go as much as half an inch, but right here I'm going with 0.25 inches. So what I'm going to do next is stitch my neckline. First I go with a back stitch to seal the stitching, and then I continue sewing with that allowance, with the same allowance of 0.25 inches. I don't want to go any further than that because I'm trying to get a high neck with this bodice, with the front portion of my bodice. So as I sew my neckline, I make sure to stretch my fabric as I sew along. Also, the reason I'm sewing on my lining, that is having my lining on top, is to also prevent creasing and as well prevent the lining from going into the feed dog of my sewing machine. That is the teeth portion of it, because it is very light. So as you can see, I stretch my fabric as I sew along to give me a very clean finish and to prevent creasing, as I mentioned earlier. So after you're done sewing that, you should notice that there is no excesses at the other side of your sewing, at the other end of your sewing. But if you notice any, you should be very minimal and you trim that excess off. So once I'm done with the first stitching, I am going to top stitch my neckline. I'm going to top stitch on my fabric, and it's going to come out on the other side. You should not top stitch on your lining and it will come out on your fabric. This will bring the sewing to the front portion where people are going to see. So I sew on my fabric and it comes out on my lining, and that's because my lining is going to be inside. That is the part of my dress that's going to be touching my body, and the fabric is where people are going to see. So I make sure to top stitch and stretch while top stitching. It's very important to stretch the lining, and it's very important to stretch the lining so you come out with a clean finish like this. So once I'm done, the next thing I do is to give my neckline a gentle press, and then once I'm done with that, I'm going to, as you can see, I have a very neat neckline right here. So after pressing, giving it a gentle press, I'm going to go ahead and sew my arm sky with 0.25 inches, and then also the side of my bodice. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to turn it outside so you can see it's very clean and very neat. This is basically how I line my bodice. Once you're done with it, give it a gentle press. Make sure it is nice and flat and neat. So here it is, guys. I do the same for the back portion of my body as well, and then I'm ready to finish my dress. So in my next video, I'm going to be using this bodice and my 6 pieces already cut 6 pieces pattern on fabric to make a man-made dress. So stay tuned for my next video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you get new videos. Bye guys.